I teach grammar. I am teaching every important term of grammar. The purpose of teaching grammar is to make you aware of writing correct sentences. For writing correct sentences, voice plays an important role. A transitive verb has two voices. Here, voice. A transitive verb has two voices. First is active and second is passive. Here it is to be learned how to change from active into passive. In course of changing from active into passive, some of the rules that is called the rule of the beginning, basic rules that are applied to change from active into passive. When the subject is all in all in the sentence, subject plays a very vital role, main role, that is called active. When subject is changed on the place of object, and when object is placed, changed on place of subject, and thereafter that object plays the main role in the sentence, that is called passive voice, and this process is called passive, from changing to active into passive. Here, a transitive verb has two voices. First is called active voice. First is called active voice. Second is called passive voice. Passive voice. Here, it is to be learned how to change from active into passive. And for changing from active into passive, there are four main rules that should be in our mind. The first rule, subject is changed instead of object, and object is changed instead of subject. Second, auxiliary verb, helping verbs are used as per tense. Auxiliary verbs, helping verbs are used as per tense. V3 is always used in the passive voice. It means third form of the verb is always used in the passive voice. And the fourth, that is called before change object by is used. So the first fundamental rules of voice is this, that subject is changed instead of object, object is changed instead of subject. Verbs are used as per sentence, as per tense, and thereafter V3, that is called third form of the verb, is always used in the passive voice, and fourth, by is used before that very object. Here, as for example, here I have written that it writes the letter. It is an active voice. It is an active voice. It is to be changed into passive. It has been changed into passive. A letter is written by David. It is called passive voice. Passive voice. Here you look at and pay your attention that subject has been changed instead of object and object has been changed instead of subject. Here a letter object it has been made subject here and it is in the present tense, that is why here is has been used, and it is told, it is the rule of the voice that third form of the verb is always used in the passive voice. Here again I am telling V3 is always used in the passive voice and Y is used. So here a letter is written by David. It was first is active and it has been made present by applying all the fundamental four rules. Subject is made object, object is made subject, is has been used as per tense, V3 has been used, Y has been used, and it has been changed from active into passive. So a letter is written by David. This is the first example. First rule, subject is used instead of object and vice versa, or object is used, object is used in instead of subject. First, subject is used instead of object and object is used instead of subject. Thereafter, the second rule is helping verb. Helping verb is used as per tense. Present tense. And is, are, has been, and have been. Past tense, was, were, had been. Future tense, shall be, and will be. Here, again I am describing, when verb is changed from active into passive, auxiliary verb, helping verb is used as per the call of the tense of the active voice. If we get inactive voice in present tense, the auxiliary verbs are used, the helping verbs are used, and is, are, had been, and had been in the present tense. When we come to the past tense, in course of changing from active into passive, was, were, and had been used. Was, were, and had been used. When we become future, shall be, and will be are used. Shall be and will be are used. in third rule, V3 is always used in the passive voice. What do I want to tell? I do want to tell. In course of changing from active voice into passive voice, V3, it means third form of the verb, past participle, is always used in the passive voice. And the fourth, by, is used before the change sentence. Before the change, by is used before the change sentence at the end. Before the change sentence at the end. It means at last, before the change sentence, by is used. By is used. Suppose that, as for example, here I have told V3 is already used in the passive voice. By is before the change sentence at the end, before the object, at the end, before the word, at the end, before the word. It means any word that is found at the last of the sentence, before that, by is used. It means there are four rules that are with us. Subject is changed instead of object, object is changed instead of subject. Second, auxiliary verbs are used as per tense. V3 is always used in the passive voice and by is used before the change object. So, there are four rules and on the basis of the four rules, we have to change from active into passive. As for example, it is simple present tense. English is spoken by John. Here we find subject is made object, object is made subject. Subject has been changed instead of object, object has been changed instead of subject. Here English is changed. Is as per tense. It is in simple present tense, so is has been used. And it has been told passive voice always follow the V3. That is why spoken has been used. And by is used before that very word at the end. At the end, it means before John, by has been used. So there are four rules that those rules have been applied in course of changing from active into passive. And next, it is also in the simple present, and all the rules of changing from active to passive have been applied. A song has been written here and it has been applied. It is in the present tense and V3 is always used and by has been used before that very object. So here a song is sung by Mohan. Mohan sings a song. It is a passive voice, active voice. S-E-P-I-V-E, active voice, and it has been changed into passive voice, and it has been written in form of a song is sung by one. Next, she is singing a sweet song. It is in present continuous tense. This sentence is in present continuous tense, and whenever we change from active into passive or present continuous tense, being is used. B-E-I-N-G, being is used. As for example, she is singing a sweet song. Here, a sweet song is being sung by her. A sweet song is being sung by her. In this sentence is in present continuous tense, present imperfect tense. Whenever we change from active into passive or present continuous tense, in that condition, being is used here between auxiliary verb and main verb. Being has been used. So, dear students, it should be in our mind. Whenever we change from active into passive in present continuous tense, being is used. I have applied all the four fundamental rules. Along with the new rule is this, that being has been applied especially in course of changing from active to passive of present continuous tense. So here it has been written, a sweet song is being sung by her. The next sentence, I am writing a letter. A letter is being written by me. I am writing a letter. It is in active voice. It is in active. It has been made passive. How it has been made passive? By applying all the fundamental rules of verbs. I am writing a letter. It means a letter is being written by me. It has become passive voice. Then next, we are helping the poor. The poor are being helped by us. We are helping the poor. It means the poor are being helped by us. It is in active voice and it has been changed into the passive voice. And I have already told you, I in the is applied in course of changing from active into passive of present continuous tense. The next, it is in present perfect tense. And whenever we change from active into passive of present perfect tense, been is used. B-double-E and be is used. Again I am telling you, whenever we change from active into passive of present perfect tense, in that case, in that situation, been is used. He has delivered a long speech on the occasion of Republic Day. It is in active verse. What verse? It is in active verse. It is to be changed into the passive. A long speech has been delivered by him on the occasion of Republic Day. Republic Day. It has become passive. But he has delivered a long speech on the occasion of Republic Day. It is inactive verse. It has been changed into a passive. A long speech has been delivered by him on the occasion of Republic Day. What I told, a long speech has been delivered by him on the occasion of Republic Day. The thing that I want to tell you, especially in this context, whenever active is changed from passive of present perfect, in course of changing, it must be in our mind, it must be thought, it must be applied. That is called been. B-double-E-N. That is why here been has been applied and it has been made in this context. A long speech has been delivered by him on the occasion of Republic Day. So in this context, I have described 4 rules and a part how to change from active into passive of present. Present means simple present, present continuous and present perfect. I have described every rule of 3 tenses, how to change from active into passive. And in course of changing from active into passive, Ram writes a letter. A letter is written by Ram. It is called simple present. Ram is writing a letter. A letter is being written by Ram. It is called the tense of present continuous. And whenever I tell Ram has written a letter, it means it will be in the passive. A letter has been written by Ram and it is in the tense of present perfect. Now I am going to describe how to change from active into passive of the past tense. Past tense. She did that work very nicely. She did that work very nicely. It is in simple past. That work was done by her very nicely. This sentence is in simple past and it has been changed from active into passive. In course of changing from active into passive, that word has been written here. Thereafter was deposited in the past tense and V3 of did is done, do did done. So here done has been applied by her. Her has been made instead of she. She has been changed in form of her in course of changing from active into passive. That work was done by her very nicely. It is in simple past tense. Passive. The teacher taught English, in the class. It is also in simple past. It is to be changed into passive voice. English was taught by the teacher in the class. It is in passive voice. P-A-S-S-I-P-E, passive voice. It is in passive voice. See here? Look at here very minutely. The teacher taught English in the class. It is in active voice. It is active voice. It will be changed into the passive. It is to be changed into passive. And it has been changed in this way. English was taught by the teacher in the class. It has been made passive. And it is in past continuous tense, that is also known as past imperfect. In this sentence, being is also used in course of changing from active into passive. Ramu was doing work. Work was being done by Ramu in the factory. It has been made into passive. This was in active and it has been changed into passive by applying the rules of voice. Here, being has been also used. So, being was used in present perfect, and here it is past. It is in past continuous. Being was used in present continuous, and it is in past continuous. So here being has been also used. Work was being done by Ramu in the factory. All students of GDMI school We are doing hard labor. It is also in past continuous tense. It is to be changed into passive voice. Hard labor was being done hard labor was being done by all students, by all students of GDMI school. Of GDMI school. Here, all students of GDMI school, we are doing hard labor. Here it has been made into passive. Hard labor was being done by all students of GDMI school. That is why it is in passive voice. The first is in the active and the second is in the passive. It is in the passive. It has been changed into passive. Now, it is in past perfect tense. A letter had been written by him. Even in the past perfect tense, in course of changing from active into passive, been is applied. Been is applied. So it should be in our mind that in past continuous, being is applied in course of changing from active into passive, and in past perfect, been is applied in the course of changing from active into passive. Here, he had written a letter. A letter had been written by him. It is in active voice and it has been changed into passive. A letter had been written by him. It has become passive. Next, in future, she will post the letter. She will post the letter. Post the letter. It is in future. The letter will be posted by her. The letter will be posted by her. It is in active voice. It is in future tense. It has been changed into passive, and in course of changing from active into passive, will be has been applied, and it has been made. The letter will be posted by her. small children will make a noise in the class. Otherwise, will be made by a small children, by a small children in the class. It is active as it has been changed into passive. The small children will make a noise in the class. A noise will be made by a small children in the class. Today, I have taught you fundamental laws, how to change from active into passive. After teaching fundamental laws, I have described how to change from active into passive of simple present, present continuous, present perfect, simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and I have also taught how to change from active into passive of future tense, and all the general rules have been applied. Dear students, whenever I teach grammar, I always tell you to go through the practice. It should not be forgotten that practice makes a man perfect. Today, how many rules have been taught by me? It must be applied by you in favor of your practice. If you are doing practice, you will have command over bias. After my teaching, I have already described the ways by which you have to learn how to make sentences from active into passive. And in course of making sentences from active into passive, changing sentences from active into passive, you should be very careful with all the rules that have been taught by me today. Apart from taught rules in the class, you have to also come to the conclusion to think that you have to also consult some of the book of the grammar. Again, I will continue my teaching tomorrow in favor of bias, and I will teach you further rules how to change from active into passive. Thank you.